What's going on, Knicks Nation? The Knicks lose 125 to 114. They still lead the series 2-1. Lot to talk about tonight. Lot to talk about in tonight's postgame. Many angles to go with this. First quarter, first of all, the Philadelphia 76ers, their game plan was to come in and try to punk the Knicks. They wanted to play physical. I believe in that first quarter they got 2 flagrant fouls. Embiid, dirty player, man. Joel Embiid is a dirty player. First of all, that play where he tries to hurt Mitchell Robinson, and he actually did hurt Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson was out for the remainder of the game, kicking people on the freaking groin 2-3 times tonight. Joel Embiid grabbing Mitchell Robinson while he's in the air, while he's laying on the ground. And the NBA just said, flagrant 1, move on. Look, man, we knew this was going to be a cage match. I kind of call this a cage match coming into tonight's game, and it was. First quarter, Embiid, he was like he was unhinged in that first quarter, and he couldn't be handled. And they were trying to send us a message in that first quarter, Philadelphia. And look, they wound up winning this game, 125 to 114. Some BS, man. Embiid should have been ejected, grabbed Mitch in the air with the bad ankle. That play merited a flagrant 2. It did, man. I mean, and you take a look at the free throw attempts tonight. I mean, I guess you could say the NBA made up for that game too, right? It's ridiculous. 19 free throw attempts tonight for the New York Knicks, 33 for the Philadelphia 76ers, 21 free throw attempts for Joel Embiid. 50 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 and 19 from the field, 41 minutes for Joel Embiid. This guy's a dirty player, man. I lost respect for him tonight. I really did. He's a crybaby. He's a dirty player, and the rest don't see it. He had 3 fouls in the first half. And he ended the game with 3 fouls. It's crazy, man. Dame in the chat. Sixers played dirty in the first half. We can't even put a body on crying Embiid without it being a foul. Whatever. Game 4, we taking it. I'm in the building. Yes, sir. It's crazy. We can't even put a body on Embiid. Can't even put a body on Embiid. I messed up. I said on to game 3. I meant on to game 4. On my tweet on my Knicks Nation. That's how upset I am today, guys. I'm upset. I mean, look, I came in tonight thinking it was going to be a cage match, and it wound up being a cage match. You know, what do you guys think? What do you guys think would have happened if Embiid got ejected in that third quarter? In that first quarter, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just editing a bunch of photos right now because I've been like, I'm upset. Truly am upset, man. Amanda says facts and Embiid is a bum for real, and then NBA is a joke for scumbag into those hypocrites. Mitch, a huge loss, but we played 50 games without him, so we know how to ball. Mitch is a warrior too. That's the thing that sucks, man. Mitch is a warrior. He was out there. He was playing a great game against Embiid, and for him to be taken out the air like that because Embiid's lazy ass, that's a dirty play, man. I'm sure the NBA is gonna look at that. I'm sure Embiid is probably look. He should be suspended for Game 4. He should be. Bottom line, he should be suspended for Game 4. You do it to Draymond. You do it to all these players in the NBA that, like, if this was Draymond, he would have got suspended already. He would have got kicked out and suspended. Took out Mitchell Robinson's legs midair. And his ankle too, his bad ankle. Come on, man. Big Tass says the Knicks hate is real. Embiid wins. Dirty player of the game. Foul report. The game was rigged. Yeah, man. Yo, salute everyone. Okay, the Knicks had a great offense, but they weren't allowed to play defense because yeah, free throws tonight. Free throws tonight, man. Look at the free throw. Look at how many free throw attempts Joel Embiid had. 21 free throw attempts for Embiid. And look, we could talk about like the game in itself. The third quarter is really where the Knicks lost this game. Sixers in that third quarter, 43 points. They went on an 18-6 run, 9-12 from behind the arc. That really set the game up for them to win this game. But Knicks weathered the storm in that first half, despite all the BS, all the chaos that went on in the first half, especially that first quarter. We went into halftime with the lead, and what more can you ask for, right? But eventually, someone needs to get in Embiid's face. Someone needs to get in this man's face. He was asking for it in that first quarter. Asking for it. I want someone to get in his face. That's what we need. We need somebody to challenge this dude. He's coming in here and he's snatching literally ankles. He's trying to take people out. He's kicking people in the groin. He's doing dirty. In the fourth quarter, he freaking backed up on Anunoby, sent him flying to the ground. I mean, referees, what are you seeing? Like, I don't understand. 3 personal fouls for Embiid in the first half and ended the game with 3. I need someone to put a body on this guy. I need Jericho Sims to come in. He had a technical foul early on in the game. Just come in, scrap with him, man. We needed that. If the referees aren't going to call that, make them call it. Make them call it. Kevin in the chat says from Twitter, only reason they won outside of that BS Embiid injected. We went by 4. We went by 30. We be up 3-0 if the refs did their job. Aaron says Embiid really went out and injured Mitchell Robinson. Dirty. Absolutely dirty. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, man. It really is. You know, there's a few comments in this chat where I want to put in the, like, you see it in the chat, man. Everyone sees it. Ortiz says, now this game was a free throw competition that the Knicks lost. Hey, Philly fans, all the crying, I guess it worked, right? All the crying from Philadelphia these last couple of days. The only man that wasn't crying was Maxey. And first half, Maxey had a good game. Second half, Knicks kind of kept him in check. But all the crying, I guess, worked, man. Because you saw it on Twitter. People were saying, I don't understand why Embiid is still in this game. For him to do such a dirty play like that. Come on, bro. That's uncalled for, man. That's uncalled for. Mike said if they suspend Embiid, they lose the series. They should honestly look to suspend Embiid in Game 4. How do you not? Seriously. How do you look at that if you're Adam Silver and in the NBA offices and be like, oh, no, flagrant 1, move on. Move on to Game 4 Sunday. And the crazy thing is Game 4 isn't until Sunday. So we've had 2 days off from Game 2 to Game 3. Now we have 2 more days off from Game 3 to Game 4. It's crazy, man. Ernest from Twitter, it's insane, bro. Yeah, man. I'm upset, man. Look, I'm upset. Have the Knicks send a grievance to players to speak up in the media too. When he pulled, first half campaign. We'll talk about the game. I'm just, kind of upset right now, and I'm just like getting out all my emotions. I tweeted on the Knicks Nation page onto Game 3, and it's freaking onto Game 4. So I kind of made a mistake. I'm just all up in I'm just upset, man. I'm just upset. Everyone, Knicks Nation should be upset. Brian from Twitter, 50-point game, 20-plus attempted free throw attempts. 20-plus attempts. 20-plus free throw attempts for Joel Embiid. 20-plus. 20-plus, ladies and gentlemen. Joel Embiid, 19 of 21 from the free throw line. The 76ers had a team, 28 of 33. The Knicks shot 19 free throws. The 76ers shot 33. You mean to tell me that's... And coming into this series, which is why I was so upset at Philly fans thinking about, like, of the crying they've been doing, the free throw attempts have been kind of even. They've been even. Not tonight. Not tonight. Some of the foul calls on Embiid, he got the home whistle. He got the home whistle, man. It's crazy, but he should have been out of there in that first quarter. No reason for that. I'm sure if you guys see what Tom Thibodeau's saying, I'm sure he's going to complain about that, and as he should, man. That is such a low blow move for Joel Embiid, man. That is such a low blow move, man. On the floor, grabbing Mitchell Robinson as he's in the air. And then he pushes Mitchell Robinson on top of that. Come on, bro. Grabbing his ankles, and then he's pushing him. He pushed him off of him. He was unhinged in that first quarter, which is why I wanted one of the Knicks to get in his face. Somebody, get in this man's face. You need to. You got to. You can't let him do that. If the referees are going to call it like that in that first quarter, you gotta revert to something else, man. You gotta, I'm not saying scrap, but you gotta do something, man. You can't let him punk you like that. You can't allow him to do that. That is BS. That is some BS on Philly side. Yep. That's where we miss Randall. Look, we have to take Embiid out. Third quarter, Philly drained a ton of threes. Yeah. I'm going to be honest on the Sixers ain't making all these threes next game. Yeah, guys, third quarter, they hit 9 of 12 from behind the arc. As a team, what were they? The third quarters were won them the game. Like, I'm talking about the first quarter, but we moved on from that. They scored 43 points in that third quarter, which was absolutely crazy. They literally couldn't miss anything. They were 15 of 31 from behind the arc. That is 48%. That's crazy. Knicks shot 43%. Look, 48% behind the arc. That's Embiid in that third quarter was a beast for them. And look, it was that third quarter is what lost the Knicks this game. I thought Brunson showed up, had a good game. I had a feeling he wasn't going to show up. Josh Hart, doing his thing again. Hartenstein got into early foul trouble, but early ticky-tack fouls, like, that's the thing, man. You're going to call these ticky-tack fouls on the Knicks, but on the Sixers side, they're bear-hugging Brunson. They're backing into Anunoby. You're not – I get it. They got the home whistle tonight, but, I mean, that's what led Mitch Robinson to come into this game. And Mitch, I thought Mitch being out, Mitchell Robinson in that second half, I thought that was a huge blow for the Knicks, man. He had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half, 7 rebounds in total. I thought he played great. And now we can just hope that Mitch is good, because it'll be a damn shame if Embiid did all that and actually hurt Mitchell Robinson. That'll be a damn shame, man. That'll be a damn shame. Mike says Embiid got that Harden stat line. Suspend Embiid. Joel says suspend Embiid. Come on. Dame says, I like how JB stood up to crying Embiid. I'm late in the fourth. When he was taunting us, JB told him to go play volleyball. He did? Yeah, I saw that. But I want someone to actually stand up. I want someone to get in his face, man. Like when Embiid, after that scrum, when he dropped Mitchell Robinson on the floor, Embiid literally went at every Knick player like, what are you going to do? 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 I want someone to get in this man's face, push him to the ground. Like, I need some of that. Like, it's time. After he did that in that first, it's time for us to be extra physical with this man. It is. And even though he's getting to the free throw line 20-something times, it's time, man. It's time. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? I think we need to be more physical with this dude, man. It's the playoffs. Joel says must win game 4. Game 4, look, all the pressure tonight was on Philly. They didn't want to go down 3-0. Go down 3-0, the series is over. Game 4 Sunday, obviously you want to win that game. 3-1 heading back to MSG to kind of close it out. But it's going to be more of the same. Cage match. Cage match. Cage match. And that's what it was. Shoquan, what's going on? Embiid needs to be suspended. How you got to suspend Draymond Green for lesser stuff like that, but let Embiid grab Mitch's legs while Mitch went up for a dunk. It's uncalled for, man. And Philly fans are going to defend it. They're going to be low blows. They're low lives, man. A bunch of Philly fans are low lives. See Philly fans in the chat right now. Bunch of low lives. For how you going to defend that, bro? How you going to defend Embiid doing that? That's why I don't have respect for Philly fans. They cry, they cry, they cry. And then when stuff like that happens, they're going to protect their player. It's uncalled for. It really is. Philly is just dirty, plain and simple. Dirty fans, dirty sport organization, dirty city. Thibs should have called a timeout. He let them keep the momentum. Talking about in that third quarter. Yeah. Kevin says, if the NBA doesn't at least address what Embiid did, zero respect and never been more disappointment. Kevin, yeah, they need to. You need to come out and do something, man. You need to come out. Look, do I think Embiid is going to get suspended? I hope he does. I really hope he does, because the Mets, for the NBA referees to go to the screen and just say that was a flagrant one. How is that a flagrant one? I get it. You don't want to toss Embiid in that situation that early on in the game, but hopefully Adam Silver does the right thing, because I've seen that was bad. I've seen Draymond Green do lesser stuff than that. Draymond Green kicked someone in the groin. I know Draymond has a dirty past, and Embiid kind of is like a whiny baby, and kind of gets in these moods. And in the first quarter, he was in the mood. So, yeah. Mike says someone has to run through him when he sets a screen. Brunson was, guys, I mean, we can't allow Payne to score 15 points again. Unacceptable. Coming into this game, you know, role players usually play well in their home arena. So when role players are home, they usually get up for the moment. And that was the role player that played well for them in the first half. Campaign hit some big shots, kind of swung the momentum, but the Knicks weathered the storm there. I really like the Knicks answer, you know, to the Philadelphia 76ers runs. Weathered the storm, but role players are going to step up at home in that situation. And Campaign, I mean, that's what he did. You know, other than that, I thought Philly, I can tell why Philly fans hate Tobias Harris. He's not good at all. Kyle Lowry, I thought hit some big shots. Once again, knows how to dupe the refs into calling some fouls. Did it in that fourth quarter with OG Anunoby running into him. All you have to do is fall down, and the refs are going to call that in that situation, which is stupid. Maxey got it going a little bit. Look, but we came into this game wondering if Jalen Brunson was going to, you know, struggle again, and he didn't. 39 and 13 for JB, 3 of 7, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. Kevin says maybe at MSG we can do that, but in Philly, I don't think we can get away with being overly physical. We got to, man. It's the playoffs. We got to be physical. We got to be physical. We have to take advantage when Tobias is on the court. He's not good. He's not good at all. Misses easy jump shots. And, yeah, we do. We do. Shoquan says it wasn't a cage match. They gave the Sixers the game. Yeah. Yeah, Shaquan. Yeah. Cam says salute. Salute to you, Cam. Knicks Nation, man. Good to see Brunson bounce back again. Hart showed up as usual. Joel played an aggressive from the jump. We didn't match it. Refs helped, but not complaining. Knicks in 6. Love the attitude, Cam. Appreciate you coming in here, bringing some positive attitudes in here. Yeah, man, it's always, look, I've always picked the Knicks in 6, Knicks in 5. It was never going to be an easy series, even though we went up 2-1, 2-0. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but Joel did a lot of talking after game 2, and, you know, 50-point affair tonight, he backed it up, right? He backed it up both physicality-wise and, you know, his play. He was efficient, 13 and 19 from the line, 19 to 21 from the free throw line. If he's going to get those calls, so be it. It's going to be a long night if Joel Embiid is getting that. It's going to be a long night. But, look, he's a great player, but I lost a lot of respect for this man tonight, man. I mean, I was super uncalled for in that first quarter, and all I'm saying is somebody needs to put a body on this man. It's New York, man. Just put a body on him. Put him to the ground. Something. It's what we need. He tried to punk us in the first quarter. Got to do the same back, man. And we heard it. Campaign was interviewed on the sideline saying we're trying to be physical. He kept saying physicality, physical. They came into this game, they wanted to be physical. They wanted to out-physical us. You know? Knicks Cave says Josh Hart got thrown out in the I think it was not the Miami game, it was the Chicago game for kicking someone by mistake. If Josh Hart can get thrown out by kicking someone by mistake on the head, and Joel Embiid actually takes someone out by the legs on purpose from the ground and doesn't get kicked out, please explain that to me. Please explain that to me. Andres talking about the game. DiVincenzo didn't get enough shots today. We need him. Yeah, what did DiVincenzo shoot today? He had a crazy dunk, though. DiVincenzo in that first half had a crazy dunk. 2 of 7, 0 of 3 from 3. Yeah, 5 points, 28 minutes for Devo. Just the flow of the game. It was just like, and again, I thought the pace-wise in the first half, Knicks were, good. And then second half, it's just the flow of the game. I thought OG Anunoby played his best game in the series. 17 points, efficient night for OG, and I want him to get going more. Hartenstein continues to, make his, little push shots, float shots from around the rim. And yeah, man, I mean, but shout out to Precious, too. Precious came into tonight because Hartenstein was in foul trouble, right? And he really, I think he locked down Embiid a few possessions, +6 on the night for Precious, 4 points, 1 block, 10 minutes for Precious. So that's the beauty of this Knicks team, right? We're really deep. We have depth. We, next man up. And Precious came in not playing the first 2 games of this series, came right in and looked like the Precious that I love to see. I mean, came in and did his job. Bogdanovich 1 of 5 tonight, clutching at his hand. Obviously, Mitch was out with the ankle injury. McBride, 8 points. But, yeah, man, tough loss for the Knicks. Tough loss for the New York Knicks tonight. And Shaquan says they're not letting us be physical with that crybaby Embiid. This game shouldn't be scary for the Knicks. Everything, and I mean everything, went the Sixers' way, and we still winning. Look, guys, I mean, this game was a little hiccup, right? Philadelphia came in here, wanted to be as physical as possible, and they did their job. But I want the Knicks to answer in Game 4. I need the Knicks to answer in Game 4. I need the Knicks to be extra physical in Game 4. Tom Thibodeau on how Jalen Brunson was officiated tonight. I'll send my clips in like I do every game, and then they'll say marginal contact, and then we'll have marginal contact on Embiid, and he'll be at the line 21 times. Bars. I'll send my clips in like I do every game, and then they'll say marginal contact. And then we have marginal contact on Joel Embiid, and he's at the free throw line 21 times. That's why I love my coach. That's why I love my coach right there, man. We've seen a different Thibs this year, right? We've seen a different Thibs this year. Sixers star Joel Embiid has been treated for a mild case of Bell's palsy for the past week. The condition began during the play-in over Miami, but he has wanted to keep it private to avoid distractions for his team. I guess that's his eye situation. Okay. Tom Thibodeau on the flagrant foul called on Embiid. Which one? The one they called or the one they didn't call? Just want to make sure we have clarity on that. Tom Thibodeau's coming out swinging, guys. As he should. As he should. Absolutely love it. This is from SNY. Knicks videos, by the way. Tom Thibodeau on why Joel Embiid's first quarter foul at Mitchell Robinson was a flagrant 1 and not flagrant 2. They have a pool reporter, don't they? That might be a good question for them. We'll see if they do anything about it. We'll see if they do anything about it. I doubt they will. Like, honestly, I doubt they would. But I think Embiid needs to be suspended for Game 4. But like, I don't want to come on here and sound like a little like I'm. It was just uncalled for, man. It really was. And do something about it, Adam, Mr. Silver. Intentionally injuring Mitchell Robinson. Not Mitchell Robinson. Who knows what's going on with him? So. Benny says that BS 3-point foul in the middle of the fourth changed the game. A lot of things changed the game. I think the third quarter really obviously set the Knicks back. But, Knicks look, Josh Hart was answering them. When the Sixers were hitting their threes, Josh Hart was coming down, hitting his threes and answering them. So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of questionable calls. We've been going through this all series long, and tonight was really magnified. I know Sixer fans are going to be sitting on the throne. They're going to be like, oh, this was the makeup. Thank you, NBA. This was the makeup for Game 2. And now we're even. That's going to be Sixers fans tonight. They're going to justify Joel Embiid trying to take out Mitch. They're going to justify everything. It's uncalled for. Yeah, Thibs is with Thibs. I love Thibs. East, man. Appreciate you. East NY Dre. Just subscribe to you. Love the channel. Appreciate you, Dre. Just hopping on here every game doing the post games. Obviously, tonight wasn't the result we wanted. Knicks lose 125-114. They still lead the series 2-1. By the way, shout out to all the Knicks fans that were in Philadelphia. We heard you loud and clear. I saw a couple of Knicks fans actually took a bus down there. I saw it on Twitter. That was pretty cool. Sunday's going to be more of the same thing. Charles Barkley at the TNT crew said he's upset that there were so many Knicks fans in the building. A lot of Knicks fans traveled down to Philadelphia. You heard them loud and clear. MVP chants for Brunson. Deuce chants in that first half. You hear them. We're there. But, unfortunately, we couldn't come out with a victory. But we'll be there on Sunday, too. Knicks Cave, what's going on? I want to see Sims run right through Embiid's chest on a pick. Likewise. But we know that's not. I want to see that. We know if anyone was to do that, it'll probably be OG Anunoby or Isaiah Hartenstein. Or Precious, too. Precious got that dog in him. Dante, too. One of them. You got to send a message. Next game, you got to send a message. And now the NBA is probably going to be watching for it. And now everything's probably going to be, it's going to be like tonight. Everything's probably going to be like not on our side. The NBA is going to be looking for everything, every little thing. But the dude went to the free throw line 21 times tonight. More than the entire Knicks team. On marginal contact. He gets to the line a lot because he's big. He's 7'2", he's 7'3". If Brunson was, it's a shame. It really is. Dame says, don't forget, I'm in the building. Game 4, still not sold out. Philly is soft. Dame Tubes will be in the building for Game 4. Loud. Be loud in there, man. A lot of Knicks fans will be in there. Link up with everybody. It's still not sold out, which is crazy. Philly fans, 1, they're soft. 2, they're crybabies. 3, I hope Knicks fans. I hope Knicks fans penetrate that building in Game 4 and we go up 3-1 heading into Madison Square Garden and then we close it out. That's what we need. But Dame's gonna be in the building, so that should be fun. Hopefully, we get a victory in Game 4, Dame. Oh man, Mitch should have fell on Embiid's. Look, at the end of the day, we don't want to be that disrespectful, guys. Like, honestly, we never want to see anyone hurt. But honestly, Embiid, it seems like Embiid wants to see our guys hurt, right? Which is the kind of crazy thing. So if Embiid's going to do that, let someone do that to Embiid. I bet you it won't be taken lightly. I bet you. especially with Embiid, what Embiid is dealing with right now. With his bad knee, now he got a bad eye. You did that to Mitchell Robinson, who has been out for 50-plus games this season, has a bad ankle, came into tonight questionable, was having a good game. You did that on a play where he out-hustled you, and you fell on the floor because you thought you got fouled, and you did what you normally do. You just fall on the floor, hoping to get a foul call. And 9 times out of 10, you do get that foul call, which is absurd. If you're going to do that to our players, somebody needs to do that to Embiid. Point blank, man. Point blank, man. Uncalled for. It's uncalled for. It's uncalled for, man. But John says it's horrible how the NBA let this happen. What happened to flopping texts? They got away from those flopping texts a long time ago. Notice how they don't really call that anymore. It's funny how we dealt with that with game 1 versus Boston, right? We dealt with that, and we just haven't seen a flopping call. I mean, at least I haven't. It's been a minute. Josh, I hope I'm pronouncing your name. Jarsoin says Mbum. Joel Mbum. And don't forget the 3 times Joel Embiid kicked Hartenstein in the groin. Let me pull up the video for you guys so everyone can see, and those Philly fans who are going to be like, oh, typical Knicks fan, yada, yada, yada. Let's show you let's start from the beginning here. Let's start from the beginning on Joel Embiid. We got the leg situation. Then I have the video of him kicking Hartenstein in the groin. This is the video in the first quarter. Extends that right knee, pretends like he doesn't do it, kicks Hartenstein in the groin. Boom. That's 1. Absolutely love this, by the way. This fan was absolutely incredible, doing the crying emojis to Philly fans, because that's all they do is cry. So shout out to you. I wish I know who you are so I can buy you a jersey or something. But that was absolutely crazy. And then this dirty play from Embiid right here. Gets Mitchell Robinson up in the air. He pulls him. Dirty. Suspension worthy. Honestly, suspension worthy. And then we have this one. Again, jumping. Look. And then after he jumps, look at his right leg. Pay attention to his right leg. Extends it. That's the second time he did that. Right in the groin. I don't get it. And you guys know me. I'm not doing a complain, but when I see some crazy stuff like this, I want, obviously the game was out of hand in the third. It's just crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. John says Hart got ejected for less than that. Yup. Facts. Johnson, sure, let Sims play physical on him. Johnson, yeah, man. Somebody, look. I opened up this post game saying the 76ers in the first quarter, they wanted to send a message to the Knicks. They wanted to out-physical them, and they did. 2 flagrant fouls in that first quarter, and Embiid should have got ejected. He wasn't. They were trying to punk the Knicks in that first quarter. They sent the message. I want the Knicks to respond. I need someone to get in Joel Embiid's face. I do. Game 4, if he's even out there, he shouldn't be. But I need someone on the Knicks to get in this man's face. We cannot have this. This cannot happen. You cannot do that to one of our key, valuable pieces in Mitchell Robinson and expect to get away with it. He had a technical. If I was Thibs, I would have put in Sims, and I would have just been like, get on this man's nerves. Go fight with this man. Go do something. Egg him on, get on his nerves, and get him out of there. If this play isn't gonna get him out of there, somebody needs to get him out of there. Use that other technical. That's just my 2 cents. It's dirty, man. It's dirty. Benny says Embiid learning from Draymond during his recovery. Gallo says the biggest crybaby The biggest crybaby team in the league, Gallo. You talk about the Sixers, right? Hope you're a Knicks fan. But yeah. Dirty when they watch the film, they're going to be pissed. Trey hair loss cooking it. Oh, man. You can't do any. Mike says you can't do any on the basketball court. Somebody does that outside, they catch in hands. Look, man, we all remember back in the day, they used to scrap all the time. Sometimes they still do fight. I need someone to get in this man's face. I do. He just did that to my team. And if the NBA isn't going to do something about it, not someone valuable. Like, you know, I just want the Knicks to be more physical with this guy. I do. Be smart about it. Be smart. I know it's hard, but they came into tonight. They wanted to be extra physical with the Knicks. They wanted to try to punk us, but credit to the Knicks. They kept in there. First half, we were rolling. We looked great in the first half. Brunson was rolling, and Obi was playing well. Bogdanovich hit a big three in the first half. We were looking like it was good. Third quarter came around. That's when they had that blow up quarter. That's not gonna happen again. You know, 43 points in the third quarter. That's honestly crazy. Like that kind of reminds me of the shooting performance that the Heat had on the Celtics yesterday. But it's 43 points in a quarter. That's hard to do. But again, offensively we're good. Defensively we got to improve. All right, put the Embiid BS aside. Talk basketball now. Defensively we need to improve. They're killing us on the Embiid Maxey pick and roll. They killed us there in the second half, especially in that third quarter. Maxey was doing his thing in that third quarter. Embiid was getting to his spots in that third quarter. They absolutely killed us on the pick and roll. Got to figure something out there. And I know Joel Embiid he's not a MVP for no reason. He's a great player. He's got to get to his spots. He's got to get to the line clearly. But we got to figure something out with their pick and roll because their role players still aren't stepping up, right? You got Oubre. I mean, I guess he stepped up tonight, 15 points. Oubre and Payne stepped up for them, but Harris, Batum, Paul Reed, no shows again for them. No shows. So, Gallo talking about Knicks Nation. Yeah, appreciate you, Gallo. Let's see what the last 2-minute report says this time. And the last 2-minute report can go. I want to yeah. Mike says pull him down on layups, hit his hip out the air, untie his shoes. If he's going to pull one of our guys down when he's on the floor, do the same. Do the same. Do the same. And if the NBA ejects one of us, then we have a valid case. Because if Embiid does that and he doesn't get ejected, we should be able to do the same. If that's how you're going to call it, playoff basketball, I need somebody. Be physical. Give him an elbow. Rough him up. Got to, man. It's the playoffs. Got to be physical with him. Got to let that, like, the referees are going to referee. We're always going to complain about the referees. Tonight, they were bad. Terrible. Bad. First quarter, Embiid should have got ejected. Like LV says in the chat. LV, what's going on? Embiid should have got ejected for that dirty play. Yeah, LV, we've been talking about it. Should have got injected. But if the referees are not going to dictate that, okay. That's how we're going to play. That's how we're going to play. Got to be physical with this, man. Got to, man. No excuses. No excuses, man. I'm just upset that Embiid is still, it's ridiculous. Any other quotes from Tom Thibodeau coming out? Players coming out. Scrolling through the Knicks Nation timeline here on Twitter. Ariel, Joel Embiid is the new Draymond. Yeah, man. Dante DiVincenzo on Joel Embiid grabbing Mitchell Robinson. It was dirty. It was dirty. Come on, man. No other way to put it. Disgrace. Dirty. And now the Sixers we're hiding this injury for Embiid with the eye. I think Bell's palsy is an eye syndrome condition. They hid that. You're just going to find them? Okay. And look at this play. I mentioned this on the Knicks Nation Twitter. How do you miss this? This was actually a very vital time in the game because the Knicks were actually like starting to creep up. I'm not saying they were going to win this game, but they were starting to come back in this game. And look, Embiid is looking at OG Anunoby right here. Looking at him. He's looking at him. He intentionally hip checks Anunoby, and the referee is right here. Are you kidding me? The referee is looking at this play unfold right in front of him and doesn't call anything. That's how they're letting Joel Embiid play. That's how they're doing it. It's pathetic. But if that's how they're going to play, we have to respond. We have to respond. We do. We absolutely do. Knicks Cave says they have to make Embiid fight for a position, get low on him, and make him push off. It's no ball denial on him or Maxey. Yeah, a lot of things to clean up, man. A lot of things to clean up. Obviously, first couple of games were great. Still, even though we were up 2-0, still a lot of things to clean up, right? After game 2, Philly was doing a lot of talking. They came out tonight. We're more physical. They won the game. It's 2-1. We're still up. We're still in a good position. Game 4, obviously they're going to want to win that. You win game 4, you go up 3-1 heading back to MSG. You lose game 4, it's 2-2 going back to MSG. We still have home court. That's the beauty of home court. So, look, you got to get it done, right? We're up 2-1, and the next 2 out of the next 4 games are in our home court. We have home court for a reason, right? That's why we get the 2 seed. So, but like Dame's going to be in there. Knicks Faithful's going to travel. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday matinee affair, 1:00. So a lot of Knicks fans are going to make their way down to Philadelphia. And it's going to be, I think there's going to be even more Knicks fans on Sunday than there was today, which is crazy because we heard them loud and clear today. We were in there, man, hoping for a 3-0 lead. But look, it's tough, man. It's tough. It was never going to be easy. Cowboy says he wants to play dirty, body his butt. Dame Cowboys agrees with Dame. Dame said take out Embiid. That's what Dame said. Just take him out, man. Take him out. Mike says, I feel Maxey gonna get hit up. You guys are hilarious, man. Benny says NBA can't let their MVP go outside. Castro says, and he says they're the better team. Yeah, right. That's what they got to do to be the better team, right? That's what they got to do. So, look, they did their job. They won on their home court. It's 2-1. Some dirty plays tonight. Hopefully the NBA does the right thing, and he should be suspended for Game 4. I doubt it, but this is not what we want to see. This is an update on Mitchell Robinson. I mean, Mitchell Robinson walked out of the Wells Fargo Center tonight wearing a boot on his left foot. It's not what you want to see. So now we have to deal with Mitchell Robinson. Obviously, has a boot on his left foot. Obviously, we saw the play with Joel Embiid early on in the game. Twisted Mitchell Robinson's ankle, kind of. All of that, like, I'm not sure if that was the play that hurt it, but I'm saying that play, and it could have tweaked it a little bit, and Mitch just wasn't the same, and then you kick him in the groin. So this is not what you want to see, right? I mean, so hopefully Big Mitch is all right for for the next game, but we got 2 days off. So this is from Woj. There has been some speculation about why he has been wearing sunglasses and whether there was an issue with his eyes, but that was related to the Bell's palsy, which impacts facial muscles in one half of his face. So that's that, man. Just scrolling the timeline. Guys, we're still in a good spot, you know. Sixers, dirty team. Dirty team, the 76ers. Absolutely dirty, but look, game 4, we're going to get back in there and win this game and go up 3-1, and then we're going to close it out in Madison Square Garden, and then that's going to be that. I want the Knicks they're going to 2 nights in Philadelphia. I don't even know if they'll come back to New York because it's kind of like a short, you know, trek back up to New York, hour and a half. But maybe they'll go back up there and practice. But look, 2 days off. Game 4 is on Sunday. Got to get that win. Go up 3-1 and then finish it on your home court. That's the beauty of getting the first 2. You set yourself in the right situation. All you wanted to do was get one. Just steal one down in Philadelphia. And then we're talking, right? This was never going to be easy, but if they want to play physical like that, if Embiid wants to play like that, then we got to answer in game 4. All hands on deck. Dibs, you know what to do. Put in Sims, put in Precious. Like someone said in the chat, Precious got that Bronx in him. Put him Precious. It's on, man. It's on. Somebody got to put a body on Embiid. Got to put an elbow in him. Make him work. Got to, man. If he's gonna go to the free throw line either way, right? That's how I look at it. 21 times tonight. I still can't believe that. 21 times tonight at the free throw line. And the Knicks as a team had 19 free throws. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Mike says, I don't want to see him suspended. 76ers fans are going to be crying. Yeah, Mike. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's right, right? You got to do what's right. And if you're the NBA league office, you got to look at that play. I doubt he's going to be suspended, but they got to look at it. But it's a shame. It truly is a shame, especially Mitchell Robinson leaving the arena in an ankle boot, in a boot. So, and then Nick Nurse saying, this is why I don't like Philly fans. Nick Nurse said that he didn't think Embiid's flagrant should have got him tossed. He's going to stick up for his guys. But this is why I don't like Philly fans. This is exactly why I don't like the Philly fans. Like, if that was done to you, you would have been crying. Just say it for what it is. A 50-ball dirty plays and role players shooting lights out. We still in the game in a 4th. Exactly. All right. Set everything aside. I've been trying to talk about the game. So, positives. Set the negativity aside. Let's talk about the positives tonight. Jalen Brunson, he's back. Back in the playoff form. 39 and 13 for JB. 13 to 27 from the field. 3 of 7 from 3. I thought he was getting to his spots tonight. He was getting to his spots. And he looked great. He was getting to his spots, getting to his mid-range spots, at nailing those down, hitting his threes, looking like Jalen Brunson, right? We were concerned a little bit. Look, 27 shot, 13 to 27, but it was the way he looked. It was the way he looked. At the end of the game, he kind of forced a little bit. He looked better. Got to the free throw line 12 times, 10 to 12 from the line. 13 assists is what I love to see. I don't think in these first 2 games he hit double digits assist numbers. So, yeah, let me just check. Yeah, 7 assists in game 1, 6 in game 2, 13 tonight. OG Anunoby played a great game. Great to see. This is why I said if we get OG Anunoby involved, I feel like he can do some damage because Philly doesn't really have anyone to guard Anunoby. They don't. Like, he had 3 or 4 tonight from 3. I want to see more attempts from Anunoby. Hartenstein looked great. Got into foul trouble early. It kind of threw everything off. Ticky-tack fouls again. Like if Thibs says marginal contact, you're going to call those ticky-tack fouls on Hartenstein, and it's not going to be called over on the other side on Brunson. So, and the Josh Hart doing his thing, 4 of 8 from 3, 50%. We didn't really get that much production from the bench tonight, though. That was the main thing, you know. When Mitch was in there, he played well. So I wanted to say that. Achua played incredible. for sitting on the bench the first 2 games. But scoring-wise, McBride, 8 points. Our bench play wasn't really up to par, but I don't really want to blame it on our bench because I just feel like we played a great offensive game. It was just the third quarter of doom. So get back to the drawing board, and we should be good for Game 4. This nonsense was crazy tonight, but it is what it is. Mike says 76ers aren't making timely threes like this every game. Maybe one more game, but back-to-back doubted. Plus, Campaign had something to prove. Will he do it again? That's the thing. They came out firing tonight. It was their first home playoff game for them. Do it again. Campaign tonight. What did he shoot? 3 or 4 from 3. Gave them a little bit of spark, but other than that, they're getting nothing. They were talking about the Melton coming back today. He didn't play. Embiid, 41 minutes. Maxey, 41 minutes. 50 points for Embiid, man. That's your game. That's your game, guys. So we'll see what happens. I'll be back doing a podcast tomorrow. Hope to see you guys in here. Appreciate you guys that were tuned in tonight. Upset, but we're still up 2-1. Subscribe to the channel. Please do if you haven't done so already. Smash the like button. And yeah, man, we'll be back we'll be back tomorrow doing a live stream podcast with my co-host Chris. Talk about everything, and we'll see if the NBA suspends Joel Embiid for Game 4. But on to Game 4. We're going up 3-1 on Sunday. That's all I'm going to say. I'm Anthony from Knicks Nation. I'll catch you guys next time. As always, let's go Knicks. Peace.